As your children get older, it seems that it gets more and more difficult to sit them around a table to play a card game or a board game, and it is more likely that your teenage child will play games on a games console, or an iPhone or an iPad, or even a social type game on the likes of Facebook. Rather than discourage your teenager to play games on these platforms, a better tactic is to try and encourage them to play the right kind of games on these platforms. In this lecture, we shall take a look at a number of iPhone games that will greatly improve your child's English proficiency, as well as a couple of Facebook games which need a good knowledge of English for your child to successfully play them. iPhone games. The three iPhone games that we shall look at are all word games, but word games which involve a certain amount of gameplay. Number one is Hexiled, which is an escape game with words. English is only one aspect to this game, as tactics also play a big part, so there is an incentive there to play. The second game we shall look at will be Quatqui, which is a game where you spell small words along a path. Just rearrange the letters to spell the word. Again, there's a certain amount of tactics involved. Finally, the third game that we shall look at is called Letterpress, which is my personal favourite word type game, as there is the opportunity to play against English-speaking people through the Apple Game Center, and thus your child can learn new words that their opponent spells out. The two Facebook social type games that we shall look at are Football 11, which is a football management type game, and which requires a good proficiency in English to do well, which of course is a natural incentive for your child to improve their English. And secondly, Scrabble. If you can't convince your teenage child to play board games with the family, then at least try and coax them into playing them on Facebook. The good thing is that the social side means that they can play against actual English speakers from around the world. Of course, Scrabble is not just about mastering the vocabulary of a language. It also requires a lot of good gameplay and tactics, which means that a good tactician, a good player, can be on a more of a level playing field. Again, this is a good incentive for your child to play the game.